Good day, everyone. This is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Saturday, the 28th of May, 2022. And this is the weekly technical analysis for spot gold and dollar yen for the first week of June. Let's take a look at spot gold. And unfortunately, the week was quite neutral and stayed in a fairly tight range for the week and settled down close to the 1850 level and just below the daily 200 EMA. Expand this out. And whole week's range is within about the 280 pips range, which is quite narrow for spot gold here, and this still remains at 1850 at the interim resistance. The significant resistance is still above that at the 62 fib and just below the 1900 level. And support, next key support is still at the 1800. Below that, the 100 fib, which is a swing low here. Let's change this to a more significant zone. So I could move this up now to the daily 55 along with this swing high here, swing high level. And that's at the 1877 from area. This zone could be a intermediate resistance zone to 1877 to 1881 range. So fairly tight range for last week, fairly neutral. And if we take a look at the weekly time frame, and you can see that that's just a very relatively small range for the week, and stayed above the weekly 55 EMA and the 786 fib retracement here. Let's move back to the daily time frame. So let's see if it's able to climb up higher to test this zone next week, or if it's going to falter and dip a bit lower. I don't think it's going too much lower down to the 1800. But it may try to test this zone here next. If it does, then it's can try to push up towards the 1900. Okay, and this could also, if we take a fib, yeah, that was a retracement back up to the 38 fib retracement, and the next zone at the 50 fib, that's the resistance zone here next at the 1892 to the 1900 range. So okay, so we could have this additional fib here, and There's a confluence there with the 50 and the 38 or the 62 pip retracement of this move. We did find support last week at the 78.6 pip at the 1842. So could use this as well. Okay, so this is a potential resistance zone where it could try to target that area next. And there should be support at this 21 pip. And unlikely it's going to drop all the way down to test the 1800 here. Okay, so let's see how the US dollar index moved for last week and the price action for that, because there was nothing much for spot gold, fairly neutral for the week. Okay, so here's the US dollar index, the DXY, and right from the start of the week, there was a fall below the 102 level and remained fairly weak for the week until it hit the 138 pip retracement on the Friday, where it eventually closed neutral for Friday as a spinning top. But yeah, it was basically a weak US dollar for last week and retraced further lower as the market switched to a risk-on sentiment with bullish euro and pound, and as well as the stock market. So this is now going to turn into resistance. Let's move it over slightly here, and next major one is right up here. It's below the 104. Of course, the 105 is a major resistance where it failed to hit. And now this support zone is going to be critical. It's sitting right next to the daily 55 and this 138 pip, as well as a previous swing high, right? Yes, a previous swing high here. So that's a major support zone now. We take a look for the week. It was a bearish week right down to the 138 pip. There could be some slight dip further before it consolidates. So this area is a key support zone now. So we'll see how the overall sentiment is in the markets, and if the risk on mood and sentiment continues, and whether the US dollar index is going to dip lower, may not hit the 100 round figure, but it could attempt to dip below this swing high here and before consolidating. So that's near 101. So possible consolidation between 101 and 102. in the next week. All right, and with Friday's non-farm payroll report coming up as well, that's the key one for next week. All right, let's move back to the other pairs and take a look at their price action. All right, let's move on to dollar against the Japanese yen. And after dip following the US dollar index, which was earlier, but dollar yen did fall on Tuesday into the 138 fib as well, 138 fib retracement, and consolidated for the rest of the week at the 127 round figure area, this support zone. So now this is key area of support now, but let's move this lower to the 138 fib. And this next zone is definitely a key support area with the daily 55 EMA and this previous swing high. Swing high from 2015, just below 126. And 29 now the resistance zone here. And of course, this major resistance above that. All right, then the daily 55 is also just below the 126 level. So there is support below that. There's a major swing high area just above the 125 round figure. So if it does dip lower below this area of support, there is a major support down here. But we'll see if the consolidation continues next week. As with the US dollar index. Okay, so this week there's the non-farm payroll report on Friday. There are a couple of ISM PMIs, but it's all going to lead down to the Friday movement. And there could be movement before that, before the news, but let's see whether there's going to be any significant breakout before that. Okay, so do check out my other videos on the other major pairs and have a safe week and a good trading week. And cheers for now.